Hey guys, this is OddOneGaming. This is going to be another Dragonheir SilentGods video. Today I'm back with another video that has made a little bit of a stir, I guess, around the community, but it's kind of a good thing. It's kind of an amazing thing. And it's going to be again about the Lunar Halo Radiance event and, well, the Continental Challenge bosses and the bugs that we kind of have had. For those of you that maybe have not seen Discord and whatnot, or maybe have not checked whatever the messages say and whatnot, you're going to see something like this in game. And this is what I want to go through again because, well, you know, like I said, most of you maybe already checked it and saw it in game, but maybe you did not pay attention. Maybe you're one of the ones that like to do it the same way that I do it sometimes, is just go on YouTube and listen to a content creator talk about it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do today. So I did make a video 2 days ago where I talked about the bug that was happening for the Continental Challenges when it came to the one of the chief challenges, Jorn, the one where we have to use our Radiance heroes, and they kind of like blocked that. They stopped people from attacking up until it got fixed because people there was a certain bug where you could not attack it, okay? And sorry, not attack it. There was the bug where the boss would only do basic skills, okay? So not the battle skill, not the ultimate, which means you could have cheesed it and done a ton of damage, therefore placed on the leaderboard. Well, it kind of seems like after that we had another one that had a little bit of a problem that was don't really think was working as intended. What is it? No, this one. Come on, can I find it? Not even this one. I'm quite sure it's going to be the last one. The last one that I'm going to look at is going to be the boss. Is it this one? Finally. So the other one that had this problem this time around, we're going to read it. It was the Irzilla's boss, where you had to use the fire people. Well, there was some sort of a, I'm not sure if I can call it bug, or I guess it's more of an interaction, the way that the mechanics of the boss worked with a certain team. But basically, if you had a Vitar, okay, the legendary that has the execution thingy, the frost one, not even fire, you could destroy this boss into like 240 million, which is obviously unbalanced. Like, I don't think you should, like, I don't think even Arsalan could do that type of damage with a normal team, or maybe actually he could. What am I talking about? Arsalan could for sure, but still, you know, hundreds of millions of damage being done on this one, not even using the element that was needed. That was kind of the problem. So let's just go and check out and see what it actually says. So I forgot this is the one that basically we already got ourselves 5 Lunar Halo shards from the Jordan challenge, which was blocked for everybody, and we could collect it. But we have another one where we get a ton of them. We got 10 this time. So honestly, this just makes it easier and easier to do, which I'm really happy about because, you know, our death is amazing and I really want every single person in the game to do this. However, I want to emphasize on this. Only people that have already started this, I think, are getting this one. I might be wrong, but I think only the people that have already started their servers, have already had the chief challenges go live, only those ones will receive this type of reward. So if you're going to be starting, if you're going to get the Ardrest event in the next few days, I don't think you're going to get that. That's a little bit, you know, I wanted to mention this at the beginning, but I think it's also mentioned in here. But let's have a look exactly what did they mean. So they say that they received feedback in quantity, which means a ton of people spoke about Jordan Irzilla's during the current round of Continental Challenge, which mainly lies in the abnormal damage dealt by players due to the original mechanics of these two bosses. Exactly. So like I said, there was, I don't know, something with the boss mechanics that were not working as intended, so people could cheese it and get abnormal damages, which obviously is not fair for everybody else. It's you know, it's good that they addressed. So to mitigate the negative impact caused by this issue and balance the yield of the current round of Continental Challenge among players, the team has completed an emergency bug fix. That's awesome to hear. It's awesome to hear that they're on top of it. If something's like a really big problem, they're there, they're fixing it, so that's good. And finalize future adjustment plans through deliberation. Please find details below. Okay, so let's see, because we already got some details, but I think this is different to what we were already told. So when it comes to Chief Jordan, actually this one's from the past 12th of January, they fixed the abnormal issue when Chief cast his skill Flamethrower. That was one problem. The second one, all players are now considered to have challenged Jorn and reached the highest level of personal damage, 22 million. The shortfalls and rewards are being compensated if available. So everybody's just straight up as if they already did that fight, you cannot go and do it again, and that's where this reward, the 5 lunar halos and everything else came through. So that's amazing. That's the first one. Now the next one is gonna be, let's see. Okay, the next one's gonna be about Irzilas, the one that, like I said, was not working as intended. People were using Vitar, which was not the best. So, planned to lower the HP of Chief Irzilas' summoned units. If Lady of Gale Vitar is deployed in the challenge lineup, the damage dealt by her passive skill, Frigid Deadland, to summon units when triggering the execution effect will become more reasonable. As in, I don't think it's gonna be obscene amounts of damage, because I think that was the issue. I've not personally seen it, but I've seen the results. I've seen people of like just using Vitar and just completely ungeared other champions in there, and she was just destroying it. So the points, note, this is really important. I think this is the part where they mention this. The points obtained in Continental Challenge depend on the actual damage dealt in the challenge, with damage dealt to the boss and the summoned units included. So this is where the problem was. The summoned units were taking so much damage that it was ramping up like crazy, if any, obviously. After these adjustments, the points obtained by players will become more reasonable. So I'm guessing it's not going to be like, you know, you take somebody that's not even supposed to be part of the bonus damage and you do like 50 times the damage. It's not as good. When the adjustment mentioned above go live, we will manually disable the leaderboard of the current round and send the #1 ranking reward and some other practical items to any affected players. For the actual progress of adjustments above, please check it in the end game. So this is massive. So basically what they did, because of these problems, and I feel like this is a great move from them, at least for, you know, again, people that were affected, people that had these bugs happen. It is, to be fair, yes, it is a bit unfair for people that are going to come after, but for them, at least the stuff will not be well. Like, I'm not sure exactly what to say. Like, I wish this would happen for anybody once the Outjust events happens. First week, leaderboards are locked, everybody gets this, and you can do the one challenge and it is or this. That would be the fairest, but I don't know if like, I don't know how I would implement that, or I don't know what to say. I'm not going to go down the rabbit hole. Anyway. Then let's end this off. We deeply understand the significance of the gaming experience. It will further improve quality, assurance, and precautions beforehand for any upcoming features or events. Thank you very much for your understanding and support. So I feel like, again, this is a great move, because obviously at the end of the day, if somebody has an advantage in a competitive way, which is like, you know, the leaderboards are definitely a competitive part of the game. I feel like if somebody can take an advantage because of a bug from the mechanics of the game, it shouldn't be, you know, it shouldn't be that way. Or the same, if you have one legendary that just does 50, like for example, Flora used to be the OPOP for wild in Vortex. If you have your always gonna be #1. If you have exclusive, it is what it is. But that's one way, you know, that's one case where she does good because she has her artifact, her skill set, and people around her. Whereas this one was abnormal damage done by the fact that, okay, you have Vitar, you're gonna do damage with her, but the damage was calculated in an abnormal way. So that's, you know, that's a little bit of a difference, I guess. So I'm glad that they fixed this. I'm glad that we got this. Like, you know, I'm really happy for free-to-play people, especially that maybe were debating they might not be able to get Ardress. But again, I'm not sure. What do you guys think? Leave it in the comments below. Do you think only the people that were affected should get this, or do you think this should be the same? This reward should be given to anybody who wants to get to Season 2 and they have this Ardress event? Because, you know, 10 Lunar Halos is 10 Lunar Halos. That basically means, I think that people could skip what's that? Let me see. 10. Yeah. So you could basically, maybe you only pull 5. You might not need to pull another 15. If you got lucky with some other stuff, that means instead of pulling 15 hero lights, you would be safe with 5. Or you would save with 20 and would not have to go to 40. So, you know, it's a bit of a tricky one. I'm really curious what you guys think. Leave it in the comments below. And yeah, I guess we're gonna leave it at this for today. I'm still debating who I'm going to do as my next fight, because I only did one fight. I did my Ice Blast, and I guess I'm just going to give a sneak peek of this one. Let me see if I can actually find a picture, because we were talking about, but I basically threw my Ice Blast people in there and saw what I could do. I did like 40 million damage. Then I tried to change a little bit and bring in some attack penalty. And I actually got some pretty decent damage. Again, if only I can find that one. Let me see. Come on, where's my damage? I know I did, like, I'm gonna tell you this. It's over 50 million. Okay, there it is. 1 second. and boom. So I'm just gonna give you a sneak peek. This is the damage that I did, okay? This is the damage that I did, but I can still optimize it. It was pretty crazy. So this was the only challenge that I actually did this week. And I think the second one I'm going to be doing, I think I'm just going to go into the Talwar one. Because my next best thing would have been the Radiance one with Filto. But that's the Chief Jorn, which is obviously locked because of the bug. Nobody can challenge him this week and whatnot. So I think I'm actually going to go for this one, you know, because this one, I still have one more day to decide. But if I'm going to look at this, I think, and I'm just going to tell you this, might make a video, but I tried this on the test server, okay? I tried this team on the test server, you know, I tried to see how does Thunderbolt do, how is it going to work, and I'm telling you right now, they suck. They were so bad. Like, they did around like 2 million damage, and I just threw my Dauntless people in there and did like 10. So I think that that's what I will be doing. Is going to be something like this. Where's V-Cook? Yeah, V-Cook in there for the clans. And I think the last one I'm going to throw, I might not throw Shelter because he's tricky, but he throws that mushroom, taunts you. So I think instead of him, I might just go with another ranged one and the rare Yagnats. He can be pretty good. He can be like, if you have Shelter, you need somebody else that wants as an enabler that's ranged. Yagnats can be pretty good. He has a 16-second cooldown. This one throws 3 javelins. He has a pretty good attack speed, you know, interesting passive. So definitely want to keep an eye out for as an enabler for people like Ivelios or Shelter. But anyway, this is going to be it for the video today, guys. Thank you all for watching. As always, if you did enjoy my content, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel to see when I upload next, and I'm going to see you on the next one. Peace, love, take care, everyone. Bye, guys.